Okay, so this is the series on production of commodities by means of commodities by Sraffa. I decided to do this series because a lot of the videos that I found online were quite mathematically complicated. There wasn't really an easy introduction to Sraffa that I found, so I'm sure other non-mathematicians must struggle to work through some of Sraffa's examples. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the basic section of Sraffa up until production with a surplus, and then I'll probably make some videos on Marx's reproduction schema and also some of my own ideas at some point. But for starters, this is section 1 of Sraffa. So Sraffa starts with a subsistence economy, and in a subsistence economy there's no surplus products that are produced. Everything that is produced goes back into production in some form. And so in each industry they might create their own surplus. So like the wheat industry here, this is an input-output table. So these are the outputs to production from each industry. So over here we have the wheat industry, and they're producing a total of 400 wheat. And over here, this iron industry, that's the I, and they're producing a total of 20 tons of iron. Now, in order for the economy to reproduce itself, some of this wheat needs to get to the iron industry, and some of this iron needs to get to the wheat industry. That's because, in this case, wheat is the subsistence product. So wheat is what people are paying their workers. So the wheat industry, just here, it has 400 wheats after this production round, and they pay their workers this 280 wheat here. They also need iron to make wheat, so they're going to need, from the iron industry, they're going to need 12 irons. And over here in the iron industry, we have the workers. They need 120 wheats in order to eat, and the iron industry, they also need iron to make iron. It's like the capital input. So the way that you work this out is it's this and this that need to exchange. So the 120 wheat need to come from the wheat industry, and they need to go to the iron industry, and the 12 iron begins in the iron industry and it needs to end up in the wheat industry. So now we have a sum here. 120 wheat needs to exchange for 12 iron. And so if we cancel that down, that's 10 wheat is 1 iron. So if we do the sum on this, we can say it's this total of wheat divided by 10, because 10 wheats for every iron. So then we have a total of 40 pounds in this industry. And here we're just going to leave it at 20 because it's 1 iron equals 10 wheat. So now we can see the amounts that each part of the product gets. So here, this is 28 pounds. Here, this is 12 pounds. Here, this is 12 pounds because it's 20 divided by 20 times 12, and here's 8. So we can see here the total of the wheat adds up to 40, and the total of the iron adds up to 20. If there's anything not clear about this, just leave a comment and I'll try and explain it again or in a different way. But as you can see, this 12 pound and this 12 pound can now exchange for each other, and so the society can reproduce itself and start again.